The clubhouse is a lot older than it looks. It took the place of an old, I don't know whether anybody knows, Vic Allen building. They're made of timber and plasterboard. It was built in the 70s, and the new pavilion piggybacked on the club's success in 1994 in the National Village, before which very few people knew where Elvaston was, but after winning it, it was national news, and everybody in the local area, you know, celebrated our win down at Lord's in '94. Doors open, people wanted to know us a lot more. We were one of the first clubs to apply to the lottery in '94 when it first started. Gordon Flint, who's one of my helpers here today, he put together the bid, and we were successful in a £93,000 allotment by the lottery, to which was 60% of the balance of the pavilion, you see, which was around 125,000. The design of it was through the architects at South East Derbyshire, who helped us at the time, and they wanted it to look in keeping with the park, as we're in a national park with Elvaston Castle in the background. They wanted the pavilion to look around 100 years old, and I think they've achieved that. And the scorebox that came along 2 years afterwards was just funds raised by the club itself to put the scorebox and set the place off as a really nice cricket ground. In the equipment shed we bought the Sport 560 originally, in place of what I termed earlier the nothing better than cutting your own front lawn machine. We've had that now probably 6 years. The cassette machine came as a decision through the Groundsman Association about 2 years ago, and has been out to tens of clubs, you know, to help where a machine's failed on close to producing a pitch. Alongside that, there are discounted products through the association with Dennis. Mowers Safe recently is one that they've offered us, where clubs can make sure that the mowers are safely locked away in a storage facility unique to Dennis. From that point of view, the machinery stays where it should be on the grounds.
So we've got a really well organised, well set up club, because I've been aware of too many clubs where, if you like, you rely on one or two people, and if they eventually fall over, which they do, it's very difficult then to pick it up. So there's got to be good succession, there's got to be people available to do this work, and we're very fortunate. I mean, we've got the volunteers, we've got the people who want to commit, and they commit tremendously. I mean, you've seen a lot of the ground staff. I mean, they're committing 3 days a week now solidly to keep these two grounds going, and it's quite remarkable, you know, what they'll do as volunteers.
We view ourselves as being an organisation that is in the lead. Obviously we were the first club in the country to get Club Mark. One of the key things here is being able to attract volunteers, and Club Mark is one of the key areas for us to be able to demonstrate to partnering organisations, to members, to new members, partnering schools, that we're a quality club, we're doing the right things, we're working with the community, it's a safe, friendly place for the children to come on down and play and enjoy and participate in cricket.
So it's the first time I've been able to see how the new coaching structure's going, and that's being run by the coaches with Andy Johnson in charge of it, and I have to say I've been stood here very impressed. I'm proud of them, but I'm also impressed because I know what it's like to have 60 odd children at 6:15 trying to make sure the activity is structured. These guys are doing a grand job.
Okay, we've got a really successful junior teams leading up obviously into the senior team, and any prospective players and parents come down, see how well we're organised. We do have 2 child welfare officers because we are such a big club. We run safeguarding courses, old child protection, led for every single coach, and volunteers, parent volunteers as well. So yeah, quite an important role. So
there's a lot of local schools that we link with. Some of them we actually have a contract with, because then we provide coaches into them to help them, and you know, they come and play here, etc. But we're in Chance to Shine. We're very active in Chance to Shine, and so we usually have, you know, and perhaps 6 schools down here 4 times a year from after school, 4 o'clock onwards, so they play quick cricket, and a number of them come and join us, and it's great. Everyone loves coming here. I mean, that's the interesting thing for me. I mean, one of the teams we played in the Premier League last week, they came early, and I knew one or two of them. I just said, "Oh, nice to see your chaps. We love coming back here," because we got promoted. It was like, this is one of the grounds we want to be at. The trouble is they all play too well against us, but it is. I mean, people want to come to here, and I do think it's important that we have local competition, local play within the leagues, etc. As you know, we're in an idyllic place. I mean, you've got film of it and everything else. It's fantastic positioning we're in. But when we expanded to having a third team and a fourth team, we had to use Parks pitches, we had to use other grounds, and we actually split the club in many respects because people didn't come back to the evening session here, it's whatever. And so basically it kind of made the club more difficult. So for the last 8 years I've been trying to negotiate to the second field, and at long last I managed to do that 2 years ago and get agreement that we would take the lease. And basically we started playing cricket there last June. We've invested an awful lot to make it a good ground with good square. We've done all the right things. Best advice we've had from top groundsmen to get this right. And now we've got every Saturday we've got 2 matches being played here, which is fantastic. We've done a lot of work to set up the pavilion to enable us to do that. And we even run 2 sets of teas and all sorts of logistics and making sure no one gets upset. But basically that's what we had to do because we were growing and we wanted people to be part of Elvaston and not be parked on some park pitch, which was not helping them really.
We have a very large junior section as well as adult members. We play on Monday nights. There probably isn't a night of the week when there isn't a game going on somewhere where our players are involved. And to be able to have the facilities that we have and being able to provide such an attractive and a place to play, a partnership with people like Dennis are absolutely vital. If nothing else, it means that the people that are preparing the facilities for us are working with an organisation who've got a good understanding of the requirements, what the groundsmen need, and it's a two-way thing. We can feed things back to yourselves as well, so that between us we can move forward and understand what the needs of a growing club are likely to be in the future.
Just continually improving. I mean, from where I started with machinery that couldn't produce this standard of finish to where we are now has been the last 20 years, and a lot of money spent. Generally, acquired knowledge, building up on quality machinery and products. Well, Dennis, when I first came, we were on to I would call the machinery here not much better than for maintaining the average nice looking lawn at home, and we've gradually built up until we're now working with professional equipment. As amateurs albeit, the equipment does bring on a hell of a lot different in the finish and the way that the ground plays in way of pitches.